Peer support for law enforcement is, in a nutshell, it's buddy checking. It's brothers and sisters taking care of each other, specific to high stress incidences, which we go through in our career. The mental health factor of law enforcement. We lose more officers to suicide every year than we do to bad guys. And that's one of the aspects. It's just that self-care, helping your brothers and your sisters also do proper self-care after a lot of traumatic incidences. Stuff builds up over the years.
So, like if an officer's involved in an officer-involved shooting, naturally y'all go and talk to the officer and make sure he's okay, but then also when he goes to traumatic events, so people killed and stuff like that, y'all minister to the officers on those type problems?
Yes, sir. I'll let Jim talk about that.
Yes, sir. And on that other topic, so far in Alabama, we've lost 2 line of duty deaths to that were murdered. We've lost 1 to suicide. Nationwide, we're at, I believe, 15 line of duty deaths across the nation, and I think 32 suicides already across the nation. So, as a calling with what we have, a lot of people say with law enforcement, we have already lost 47, 45 officers this year in a matter of 6 or 7 weeks across the nation, which is incredible. No other profession has had that loss of life. So not only is it line of duty deaths, but it's the suicides, it's everything that creates, and PTSD is overused, but there's also PTSR, there's PTSI, and but it's there to look after each other and to make sure that they're okay.
So, as an officer, if I notice one of my officers acts stressed and kind of that something's really bothering him, that's kind of, y'all would come involved, like
Sure.
start reaching out and just buddy with him and minister to him?
Correct.
Or her?
And it's watching, it's listening, watching body language. If you've got a coworker that's just not acting himself or saying things that doesn't sound right, that's when somebody needs to reach out for maybe one of us or the team, or there's, you don't even have to. Before it was peer support, it was buddies and looking after each other.
I've noticed today y'all got about 140 people here, and it ranges from municipal, county, state, even the colonel of the entire state troopers here.
Yes, sir.
So peer support is recognized by multi-jurisdictional in the state.
Yes, sir. When the state legislature last year passed the, I guess, blessing, for lack of a better word, we've got confidentiality, like a doctor or a preacher would have with an officer. They gave that to us. So having that state backing goes a long way.
We're not counselors, but we could, a lot of times law enforcement, a lot of first responders, firefighters, EMS, soldiers would be a good example also. We have an inability to relate sometimes, sadly, to a regular counselor.
Right.
Maybe a counselor that doesn't know much about our lifestyle. So when you insert peer support into that factor, we can be a stepping stone, if needed, we can be a stepping stone for more of a serious problem to the next, to the employee assistance or to a counselor, whereas an officer or other first responder may not normally go straight to that counselor.
And one thing about law enforcement that's different than, say, firemen, the firemen, they load up in their trucks and go back to the station together and will sit around the dinner table, whereas cops generally will get back in their patrol car by themselves and rattle around maybe for the rest of the shift by themselves, and sometimes that continuously stirs and goes around in their brain where they don't have that escape, for lack of a better word, that some other first responders have.
One thing, because some people feel, okay, I'm a police officer, it's not supposed to bother me. Police officers are humans. What's your words to somebody that you're a law enforcement officer, something's bothering you, don't hesitate, reach out?
You don't hesitate. You reach out to a brother, you reach out to a sister, you reach out to one of us, and that's what we're here for. We've had officers reach out to us. We've had our own personal experiences, and I've got 26 years in. Jim here has much more than I do. We've seen our gamut of what you could imagine. And if that time comes in your career where it's that straw that broke the camel's back moment, instead of sitting there alone feeling like you're going crazy because your body's having a natural reaction to a traumatic event, reach out to a brother, reach out to a sister. We've been there. We understand it. You're not going crazy, and we want to hear from you. You know, that's what we're here for. Just look out after one another.
Thank y'all.